Good afternoon, this is Tim with Capital Renovations, here to document a repair for claim number 2085G186Z. Checking for these criteria listed, and it is June 30th, 2025. This is the shingle that will be getting replaced today, and I'll go ahead and put you on the tripod and get started. Alright, so just gonna get this straightened out. Alright, there we go. Okay. So I will talk through this repair just to let you know what I'm doing here. So this is the industry standard roof snake, proper tool for this job, and I'm gonna get started with getting these shingles loose, making sure everything gets nice and loose, ready to be repaired. And then I'm going to start by identifying the nail. I'm just going to lift this enough to identify the nails and then use the tool to remove them. I'm going to do everything I can to be gentle with these shingles that are noticeably brittle and already have some granule loss. But I will take proper precautions here, using the right tools, the right methods. Now I'm on the high nails, again just lifting enough to identify the shingles, or identify the nails, that is, and lift just enough to get those nails out. These nails are very, very loose in the decking. This decking has become saturated from the shingles being lifted and water intruding. There's also a lot of flexing in the decking, so I suspect this decking may be a non-nailable surface, but we'll see. So pull the shingle out and get the new shingle in. Get it nice and lined up, and then this is what the roof snake is for. Holds this nail, and then I'm just going to lift to get this nail into the strike zone and then install that nail. And then part of the roof snake is you lift it off and then you have to reset it on there and finish driving that nail. So I'll get this other side installed. And 2 more nails to go on this bottom row. Again, just lifting, getting it into the strike zone, and then installing that nail. I don't know if you can see that from the camera, but there are already a lot of loose granules on these shingles. And a couple more nails. And 1 more nail to go. Again, just gonna lift, being gentle as I can. And And that is a fully installed shingle with the proper roof snake tool. Already I can see some issues with the shingles. So I'll get you off the tripod and give you a closer look here at what I'm seeing. You can also see this is this wood is flexing. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. You can probably hear that. Yeah. So this decking is definitely not suitable as a nailable surface for a future roof. So the decking will need to be replaced. So yeah, you can see here, if I zoom in, you can see on these shingles, oh, let me get focused there. You can see on these shingles some cracking at the top. That is because they are brittle shingles. And so just for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to simulate what heavy rains would do with these shingles. They would take these granules off, and you can see cracking, the granule loss. Yeah, that's from one shingle being repaired, and there were 16 that needed to be on here. So for every shingle that I repair, I'm going to be damaging 3 other shingles. So this is 1 shingle here, 2, and then a full one at the top. And then just to demonstrate on a shingle that hasn't been touched, this one here doesn't do the same granule loss for the same thing. So it's definitely from replacing the shingle that it causes cascading damages here. So just to go to the checklist. So mat transfer, didn't see any mat transfer. So that's a pass. Granule loss, there is substantial granule loss, so that's a fail. Creasing, there was creasing as you could see, so that's a fail. And then brittle test, brittleness, that is a fail. That is why they're having the other issues. So overall, this repair is a fail. This is a not repairable shingle. So again, this is for claim number 2085G186Z. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.